For the base of this design, I'm going to use a sponge and paint in a semicircle shape on the forehead and also wing out the eyes. Now I started with the palest colour, which is white, and then I blended in lilac, dark pink, and finally a dark magenta. Now obviously you can use a split cake for this, which would be much quicker, but I didn't have one in the colours that I wanted to use. Next, take a stencil. You want a pattern that's going to add a bit of texture. It doesn't have to be a particularly intricate design. And paint through the palest colour, which is white. Now before this dries, you want to press in some loose glitter, which will stick to the paint. Before I start the cobweb on the forehead, I use my brush to paint in a few dots, and I use these as a guide when I'm connecting my lines down. It just makes it much easier. You want to paint in one straight line in the middle, which is thicker at the top and gets thinner as it goes down, and then from here add in 2 lines either side. Then you can go ahead and connect all the lines together with a scallop. Now it's entirely up to you how many rows of scallops you want to do. I started out with 3 and then I decided to add another row. It just depends on how much space you've got. Next you want to paint the cobwebs over the eyes. Now I started out on the inside corner and then connected it from the outside, and this was easier when I was painting through the eyebrows. If you want to do it in one quick motion, then that's entirely up to you. As before, use scallops to connect everything together and then add another little section of cobwebs on the cheekbone. To add a little bit of glitz and glamour, I stuck some gems on the centre part of the forehead. Now these gems I actually got off of a bikini that I had. I unpicked them and I thought they'd come in handy one day, and they did. But you can use any sort of gems, there's lots on eBay. Using white paint, add in a few small dots over the web, and this would just create a little bit of a highlight. And then use a silver glitter gel and just run this along the top edges of the web. I finished the design off with magenta lips to match the base, and then just to tone it down a little bit, I added a small amount of black in the corners and blended it in.